Dude, you don't say one.
Action.
Okay, all right, y'all, listen. So we skipped a couple of problems just so the video wouldn't be so long. So we're just gonna pick up where it says review 2 on, it says like page 1 or whatever. But anyway, we skipped a couple problems, but just pick up right here where it says review 2. This part looks exactly like the test that you're gonna take whenever you come. So I just wanted to put this on here and kind of go through this. Name the property of congruence that justifies each statement. All right, so that's the exact same thing on number 1, but it's just flipped around. So that's symmetric, right? Okay. So that's B. All right, keep on going. Substitution property. So if y equals 3, they basically just want you to plug in 7x plus 3, put 3 in place of y, equals 9. You don't even have to work it out or anything. They're just wanting you to do the substitution part. So that's all you do on that. I think we had that on another test. Does that make sense? Okay, transitive. If xy equals zv and zv equals uv, okay, remember what I said about transitive? Do you remember how me telling you the middles match on transitive? And it told me that it was transitive. So I know the middles match. Well, if the middles match, this part is the other two. That means xy equals uv. xy congruent, whatever, to uv. Yes, D. Y'all, we haven't done one exactly like that. We filled in the blank before. Does that make sense? Literally just take the first and the third. You know those match. Don't use the matching pair. Use these two at the ends. And that's what goes in the blank. Do you get it, Cole? Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Choose the property that justifies the statement. Same thing equals same thing.
A, reflection.
Yes. Reflexive. Think about your reflection in the mirror. You're looking at yourself, right? Okay. If R, S, and T are collinear and RS plus ST equals RT, which point is between the other 2 points? What do y'all think? Look, look at the letters. Which one is between? You've got R and T is the line. Which one's between? S. That's D. Do y'all see that? Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay, on goes. All right, number 6. Write a justification for each step, given that EG equals FH. I'm looking at my picture. Okay. All right, so, basically we just want to fill in basically the blanks right here, pretty much. Okay, this is given. All right, EF plus FG equals EG. 2 pieces equal the whole. Segment addition postulate. That's that part. Segment addition postulate. Okay. It does, doesn't it? Okay, so it can't be that one and it can't be that one because it's got to be segment addition postulate. Okay, so then we go from here to here. All right, let's see what we've got. We've got EF plus FG, that's that, equals FG plus GH, that's that. Those two have to be equal if they're equal to these because these are equal. So that should be substitution. Yeah. So which one is that? D? Gotta be D. Make sense? Okay, keep on going. All right, name the property. Okay, if I is the midpoint of HJ, then HI is congruent to IJ. No, what is it? It says something about.
Definition of midpoint.
Yes, it's definition of midpoint. That's D. How do you know it's not midpoint theorem? Remember, midpoint theorem was on that sheet, but we didn't even do it. Remember, I told you to just cross it out. So it's not going to be that. Okay. All right. Number 8, if LM equals NO. All right, let's see. Doesn't it look like they've added XY to both sides?
Addition.
Yes, if they add something to both sides, it's the addition property. Okay. Okay, so let's fill in 9. Okay, so we've got ST equals UV. That's given. They gave us that at the top. Okay, TU equals TU. The same thing equal to the same thing. Reflexive. You've got a sheet with all those properties. You can find that one on your sheet if you're not sure. Okay. ST plus TU equals TU plus UV. All right, let's think about this one for a second. you've got ST and you've got UV. We know those are equal because it says so up here. If you add the same thing to both sides,
Addition.
that's the addition property, yeah. So just write addition property, or you just write addition. Okay? ST plus TU equals SU. Two segments equal the whole thing. Same thing here.
Same.
Segment, addition, postulate. Those are all, they always look the same. Segment, add, post. Okay? And then, let's see what we got. Okay, well, we know that ST plus TU equals TU plus UV because it says so right here. Well, if those are equal, then these have to be equal. That's the substitution, yeah. Okay, that's all that one. Everybody got it? Got it? Okay, alright, let's keep on going. What are we on? 10? Okay, B is the midpoint of AC, so that is given. The first one's always given. That's up there. Okay, we just said something about midpoint. What do you think's coming next? Definition of midpoint. AB equals BC. It has to. If B's in the middle, then AB's got to be equal to BC. So that's definition of midpoint. Okay? Alright, BC plus CD equals BD. Both two pieces equal the whole piece. Segment, addition, postulate. Okay? Alright, look. CD, CD, BD, BD, those are the same. This is the only thing that changed. They replaced it, yes, it's gotta be substitution. They replaced it with something of equal value. Okay, we only have 2 more left. Okay, so we've got ZY equals 4XY, that's given. XY equals XY. Yeah, that would just be reflected. Same thing equals the same thing. Okay. Alright, XY plus ZY equals ZX. What y'all think? XY plus YZ. I'll tell you what, let me rewrite that. XY plus YZ. Does that equal XZ? That's segment, addition, postulate. The letters are a little backwards on that. That kind of threw me. Did that throw y'all off a little bit? Basically, XY plus YZ equals XZ, the whole thing. That's segment, addition, postulate. Okay. Okay, one more on the back. Okay, X is the midpoint. Okay, both of those are given. And then it tells me that WX equals XY, definition of, would that be definition of midpoint? Yeah. Definition of midpoint. It also tells me that XY is equal to YZ. Well, that's also part of the same thing. That's also definition of midpoint. Sometimes they'll put both those steps together, but on this one they separated it. Okay, so we've got transitive. Alright, look, they gave us this, okay? Alright, so transitive, let's go back and go over this. Do y'all remember transitive? You've got if this, and this, then that. Okay, but remember, the stuff right before and after the ands has to match, right? So this matches this, which means this blank is the first one congruent to the third one, so YZ. Look at that just for a minute, make sure that makes sense. If WX is congruent to XY, and XY is congruent to YZ, then the first one has to be equal to the third, then WX has to be equal to YZ. It's never the ones in the middle, it's the other two. How did I know to do that? Because it told me transitive. That's how I knew. So look, the ones in the middle, like this one and this one, those are before and after my and. They match. Don't pick the matching one, do the other two. And that is the last blank. Okay, and then from here to here, all you did is take off the squiggly and the little lines. definition of congruent segments. Okay, that's it, alright, that's good pace.